Oh, yes. I was reading this in the state of Missouri. Yes, the names of the candidates, vice presidents from each political party or group of petitioners shall, left to the names appropriate column. Names of the candidate for presidential electors shall on the ballot be filed with the Secretary of State. Now, this Helping America's Voters Act, yes, I would think that each and every oath of office that has knowledge of fraud and corruption is causing myself and my family a great amount of injury. And those oaths that I've been mentioning, where you said, well, we actually are going to issue court orders that were not issued according to the requirements of the state of Washington's RCW's. They weren't issued in accordance with every state's requirements for the issuance of court orders. Yes. In fact, they were not issued in the accordance, right, of the actual Violence Against Women's Act, the Parental Kidnapping Protection Act. Pooh. And they happen to be violating the Helping Americans Voters Act. Yes. Now, as an American citizen, when I document these crimes and you don't have a zero tolerance policy, yes, and you think, well, we could run for election having knowledge of all of this, and it really doesn't affect us as individuals. Yes. They have in this the I hereby make application for a presidential and presidential ballot. I have not voted and shall not vote. Could you get me all of those that have applied? Yes. I believe I am entitled, pursuant to the laws of the state, to vote in the presidential election. Seems like a lot of voters have to fill out this thing about being registered to vote for those that are absentee ballots. I just wanted every signature of every document of every election in every state of every individual that uh, voted the election authority in whose office an application files for subsection section immediately a duplicate of the application, and the state that in which a new resident applicant has last resided. Yes. It seems that in Missouri there's a lot of this. Well, I have to sign a document stating that I have the right to vote. Yes. Or I have the right to vote in absentia. Pooch. Or I have the right to vote because I was a resident, but I'm someplace else other than where I was a last resident. Yes. Now, then there's the whole printing of the ballots. Yes. Could you get me the companies that print up every ballot of every election in the United States? I just wondered how much does it cost to print those ballots? Because let's say you're one of these that are governed by the Help America Vote Act, and you know of fraud, you know of forgery, you know of contempt of court and fraud on the court and fraud on the United States. Ouch! And you actually swear that you have no knowledge of any crime and that you are eligible to run for office of any political party of the nation. And I happen to know that you do know about. Now, I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of wasted cost in the printing of ballots for the general election. Yes, because there could be some oaths that put their names in the hat, and they thought, well, I'm going to run for office, but I'm not going to support or defend the Constitution of the United States. I'm not going to support the laws. I'm not going to support the Constitution of the individual states. I'm not going to support anything other than myself because I can actually have knowledge of crime and not be held accountable for that. I can cause the sanctioning of the United States. I can be held liable in the International Criminal Court, and I can still be elected to office in the United States of America because I never have to swear to anything. Oh my gosh. Exactly how much does it cost to print up those ballots and those voter election guides? And could you just give me every individual that thought that they were going to vote for certain persons that are running for office? Because as that American citizen that really dislikes this concept of making me go to court, I'm going to sue you for any unnecessary expense of printing any ballots or any expense of any election in this nation because you would not admit to any fraud or contempt.